Aw, what a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm really hungry actually.
Me too, man. I forgot to eat lunch. Are you guys all hungry? Do we need to fake talk for a bit? Is that? Hello, and welcome to Portland with Patrick. My name is Patrick Russell, and I will be your host. Tonight is the first episode in our second season. If you're new to the show, you can catch our first season at portlandwithpatrick.com. Tonight's guest is Sighless. He is a writer and musician. He's currently recording with Resurgam Records and will be playing a show this Friday at local Sprouts. He's a published poet and is in the process of writing a book. Sighless, let's hear some music.
Okay, I'm ready to go. The fog rolls in, they're after me, they're here to steal my memory. Now I ain't got nothing left to say. The day is new, then come and gone, scribble down some lyrics on. I'm shivering, my thought just swam away. The future I had yesterday, the respected king of mystery. I'm counting down the seconds to checkmate. And no, you can't buy time, but you're spending it even as you sleep. And no, you can't buy time, but every day I wish away my week. The clocks can't rest their tired arms, relax their tired faces. They can't erase the meaning their existence has created. But with vanity intact, these thoughtless decorations serve to symbolize the plight of an enslaved imagination. So put another day away in your back pocket, time for pay. Save the president, don't you dare peek. Tomorrow all the work you did will pay you back unless you're dead. Pinch your pennies, pinch your cheeks and smile. You're not the pawn they're looking for. You move and capture cross the board, counting down the seconds to checkmate. And no, you can't buy time, but you're spending it even as you sleep. And no, you can't buy time, but every day I wish away my weeks. The clocks can't rest their tired arms, relax their tired faces. They can't erase the meaning their existence has created. With vanity intact, these thoughtless decorations serve to symbolize the plight of an enslaved imagination. So infiltrate the outer edge, put the crown on top of your head. The queen is dead, she's risen back again. Her policy is anarchy to reinstate your memory. Smash your watch's glass, it's time for tea. Slow down time without precision, make some premature decisions. Don't shy away from instigation of mad subconscious infiltration, on mind attention detonation. Stage a head-on blind collision, dance your fucking ass off. You don't have to ask permission.
Oh man, that sounded great.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going good. Good to see you too. I think it's great that you played that song first, because you actually read that poem the first time I ever hung out with you.
I remember that faithful day, yeah.
It might be one of my favorite ones. I like how you personify time as the character of the clock.
Yeah, thanks. Well, it's just, it came to me at work, as you can imagine, just looking at a clock and just wondering when the day is going to end. I just figured I should write a poem since I'm at work in an office in a cubicle wasting some time. So write a poem, and I read it to you. I had it memorized the first time I met you, which was like 6 or 7 months ago, and I just got it into a song about 2 weeks ago. It's kind of how it works for me. I kind of just write things, crumple them up, throw them in my room, save them for later type of deal. And this one kind of stuck in my head. I really like that the clocks can't rest their ticking arms, relax their tired faces. It's just, I don't know, it stuck in my head and I had it memorized, so eventually it found itself into a song. I'm surprised it took so long, actually.
Yeah. Tell me more about the enslaved imagination. I really like that line.
The enslaved imagination, well, that's the classic office cubicle thing that I was just talking about a little bit. You just, you kind of just plug into the clock and do what they tell you to do for 8 hours and come out on the other end with a little cash, but it gets real taxing on you, and it's good to just break free and just write some poetry or do something like that in the middle of the day. I work in an office, but I probably told you this before. It's kind of nice living in Portland and working in an office because I kind of feel like Batman, because I can go down and do my office thing, and then I can come be a freak here, sort of, and it keeps people from putting me in a box, because if they try to define me too much as a Portlander or
yeah,
just
people try to do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah, they want to try to define you because it's easier for them to feel comfortable with themselves, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what other people are thinking.
Yeah, no, I barely know what I'm thinking sometimes.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Hey,
just like
we're just talking, you know?
Yeah.
Tell me more about being a freak in Portland. What does this city have to offer for a writer and musician like yourself?
You know, it's been great. I moved here about 8 months ago. Before that, I was coming into town pretty frequently, just because it seems like there's something going on here. It feels like something is about to happen, and I tell people around town that what happened in in the 1960s in San Francisco and like Greenwich Village, I feel like it could happen in Portland, I think, just because those areas have been played out, and anything goes on there is going to be a sequel. So we're starting a whole new artistic scene here, and I think that if we get enough people together just doing their own thing, not necessarily like getting together and like trying to do like something collectively, just enough people who are individuals getting together and doing their own thing, whether it's visual art, whether it's music, whether it's writing, I think that we can really put this place on the map, because I think it's really on the up and up here. It's really cool. I'm really happy.
Yeah, I think so too, and that's a big part of what I'm doing with this show is just trying to get Portland out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, beyond this community, make people aware of what's happening here, and just there's so many creative people all working together and collaborating. It's like nowhere I've ever been before.
Yeah, a couple of years ago I actually had the opportunity to go on a cross-country road trip, because I kind of wanted to feel out what city I wanted to live in. I knew I wanted to live in a city because I'm from the country, and I was just sick of that whole situation, just not being around people, and I don't know, I just needed to live in a city, so I decided that I was going to go on a little trip around. I made it out to Seattle, did Chicago. My family's from Chicago, so I don't really want to live there for various reasons. But Seattle was cool, San Francisco was cool, Southern California, like above LA, I liked a lot. But Portland, I feel like is just so much more livable than all those cities, just because things, like I said, have already happened there. And it reminds me of a combination of Seattle and San Francisco, actually.
That's interesting.
It's a perfect medium with cheap rent.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, you got to have time to pursue your creative interests that might not be bringing in money.
Exactly.
If you're working all the time, you know, when can you do that stuff? Right.
I feel like I'm busy enough. If I was living in New York, I'd be working 60, 70, 80 hours a week just to make rent. So I'm really happy I had the opportunity to move here.
Oh, I'm glad you did too.
Yeah, it's been great.
Well, let's hear another one of your songs.
Okay, I'm ready to go. Color me silver and golden and green. Send me to Mars, just forget what you've seen. 11 degrees, 30 to 1. Savor and spin into Disneyland chaos. I'm not lost, I'm just obscene, sent into a lucid dream, blindfolded by the scaffolding that's building me up, but breaking me down 10,000 lights from a two-person town. Ready? Two-stepping turtles with our toes. This is the only story that I know, but keep coming back for more. Keep coming back for more. Two-stepping turtles with our toes as we approach the waterfall. Makeup artist, invisible scene. Sing me your hair color, smell me a scent of perpetual desires. The liars that inspire the mire we call minds from the owners of your miscalculated outliers. Around your favorite color. Pity the fool and race against skies. Race the sun west. Race to sunrise, cry tarnished tears from gold-filled eyes. Need Wendy's on top of mountains. Two-stepping turtles with our toes. This is the only story that I know, but keep coming back for more. Keep coming back for more. Two-stepping turtles with our toes as we approach the waterfall.
Oh man, that sounded great. It reminds me almost of a dream I had when I was a little kid of rowing down the river in this canoe.
Yeah, well,
tell me more about where that song came from.
Yeah, that one actually came from a lot of places. Like I said before, I kind of jot things down, throw it in the room somewhere, and pick it up. I started writing that song while I was still in college about 2 years ago, after I saw the Doors documentary "People Are Strange." The teasing snapping turtles with our toes part it's about Jim Morrison, really, or it was about Jim Morrison. It morphed into something else. The rest of the song, just the verses, I wrote that with my sister as a you write a line, I write a line type of thing. So we just played off of each other and wrote every other line of that song together. And ideally, when I play that song, I like to play it with my friend Derek, who actually taught me how to play guitar, and he plays lead on that, and my sister actually sings it usually if we can all get together. She has a really great voice. I'm hoping that she lives in Colorado now. I'm hoping that we can possibly record that as it's meant to be recorded when she comes back for Christmas break. So it was a unique song, and it means a lot to me just because it covers a lot of really important periods of my life and weaves them together, sort of.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more about your sister, and have you guys collaborated more on
music
or writing?
Yeah, yes, I said she moved to Colorado to go to college. She's a really good visual artist, but we love playing music together. It's kind of unfortunate because she started playing music a little bit after me. I'm 5 years older than her, so I kind of trained her and got her ready to play music, and then she left.
Yeah.
She had to do her own thing, and I'm really happy she went because I knew that she had to go. But she'll be back during December. We'll get some recordings done, and I think it'll be fun at least.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing you guys play together.
Yeah,
when she gets back.
It's something else. I don't know how we do it, but we harmonize really well, like naturally, without really practicing with each other, and it's really great seeing her and playing with her. I just wish she's getting so good right now. Actually, I'm really excited because she's living with all music teachers. My method of teaching her, I kind of taught her how to play guitar myself, but my method of teaching her was just keep up with me or get left behind, and that wasn't probably the best way to teach. That's how I learned. That's how my friend Derek taught me.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been a big influence on her. Tell me about some of the people that have influenced you with your music.
Well, I'd start out with probably My favorite band of all time is actually completely different from what I play. They're called the Fall of Troy. They're like a prog rock metal type of band, and I just really I love their imagery and their lyrics. I guess that really has influenced me a bit. The lead singer is just a really good poet, and he also shreds harder than anybody. But I don't know him, Bob Dylan. I never thought that I had a good singing voice. Nobody ever said Bob Dylan had a good singing voice.
That's right.
So I kind of wanted to play like him. Definitely John Lennon. I love the Beatles, especially John Lennon. My friend Derek, like I said, he's a great influence on me just because he forced me to be a musician with him because he needed somebody to play bass for him.
Yeah.
So there's a couple right there.
Some good people.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear your last song for tonight.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually my favorite song. This is the first song that I ever wrote when I moved to Portland.
Awesome.
And it's about a near-death experience.
Wow.
I don't know where I'm going. I know how to get there. And I don't know what I'm seeing. Should I even care? Don't know what I believe in, but in time I trust I'll be going where I need to with everyone. That means everything to me. They say it's all about the timing. That time will tell the tale. And when you ask me what they're charging, time's the only currency and my time's just not for sale. So for now I'll keep on singing as deeply as I can. And when you ask me what I'm bringing, the only space I have is for the thoughts inside my head. It feels just like I'm swimming, like I'm sleeping, like I'm dying, but I'm wide awake, I'm breaking, but I'm born. No effort swimming, but not sinking, and believing and transcending. I'm wide awake, I'm breaking, but I'm born, but I'm born. Still I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm headed straight and fast. And there ain't no use in praying, 'cause those who wish for time are bound to finish last. But now I will be leaving, walking through all the doors. You know I can't stop looking. What's in the corner of my eyes is what I'm searching for. It feels just like I'm swimming, like I'm sleeping, like I'm dying, but I'm wide awake, I'm breaking, but I'm born. No effort swimming, but not sinking, and believing and transcending. Yeah, I'm wide awake, I'm breaking bad, I'm born. Back again, I'm breathing, no more sleeping, well denying, 'cause I'm wide awake, I'm breaking, but I'm born. I'm sliding into home, but never keeping score. Breaking, but I'm born.
Oh man, that sounded great.
Yeah, like I said, that's my favorite one. That's
a really powerful song.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk at all about, the experience you had and
of that song?
Yeah.
Well, it's a couple different things. It's mostly focused on getting trapped underneath a whitewater raft, but there's other things involved, and every single one of my songs I try to make them about multiple things. So It's not specifically about one near-death experience, but the near-death experiences that I've had throughout my life, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Well, we're running a little bit low on time. We have time for one more question. I'm going to give you the choice of philosophy or religion.
Well, my religion is philosophy, so.
All right, we'll go with a little mix. Does rock and roll still exist?
Rock and roll. My beliefs on rock and roll are that it has to be dead. It has to be dead to exist, because it's something that is just the feeling of it. It's for the people that are down and out, for the masturbators, just the people that have nothing. It has to be dead in order to come back. I don't really have any other way of explaining it other than it's just better when it seems like it comes from nowhere, and where it's harsh and it's not what you want to hear exactly. So I think that we're going to be entering a new generation of rock and roll, just because of all the DJs and just electronic music that's been coming into our culture. I think that there needs to be a gritty resurgence, sort of,
That's a great answer, man. Well, thank you so much
Yeah.
for being on the show,
Thanks for
Silas.
having me. Great conversation, as always, and I'll look forward to seeing you around town.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And thank you guys for watching another episode of Portland with Patrick. Tune in next week for another exciting guest, and have a good night. Right, and now we're just kind of like, do we need to fake talk for a bit? The mirror might be scaring people away. I see them look, and then they like see themselves in it and like keep going. I wonder. I don't know if it's an inviting display.